Hi everyone, my name is George. I am INFJ. For those of you who don't know what that is the personality type from the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, or MBTI for short, which is based on Carl Jung's psychological types. So I took this test, say like 5 or 7 years ago, and took it multiple times, and then I would get the INFJ result each time. And then so I got really interested and I started studying more about this type. And then when I got to learning about the cognitive types, upon learning that, um, I felt a sense of deep relief because there's this model that describes how alienated or how weird I feel throughout my life. To be honest, I feel like I've lived this life long enough, and yet I feel like I haven't lived a single day of my life. And that's so weird to say. And the reason I say this is I feel like I am always on autopilot and then always looking from outside or inside, if you know what I mean. Like instead of participating in this life, I feel more like an observer. And then like this world is like my project. Like when I'm with people or in nature, I'm always like analyzing things, studying people's emotions, their expressions, their hair color, um, the aura, anything. Um, trying to, what am I trying to do? I don't know. What's my mind trying to do? Maybe trying to get a good grasp on what it means to be human, so that I can take those results and just um, try to apply it for myself, so I can maybe fit in to society. So weird for me to say this, but yeah, I always feel like I'm born in the wrong generation or maybe wrong planet. I have a very rich imagination, and I spend a lot of my hours, days, months, years just playing around in my inner world. So I feel like I don't really have a good grasp on how to live this physical world. And as a result, I feel quite immature. I don't really have a good grasp on my own emotions. Um, when I get close to people, I throw like tantrums, inner tantrums. Don't really like to show my negative emotions to people. People say I wear my emotions on my sleeve, but usually that's just like me exaggerating, being overly dramatic with these positive emotions. I feel like when I'm with people, I have to put on this mask, this social mask, just so that I feel like I can get along with people. I want to fit in. And usually I fit in by just going with what people like, what people agree upon. I'm afraid to talk about things I like, things I value, things I believe. I think I've tried it multiple times, and I feel like I've gone burnt because a lot of my ideas are really out there, a little too abstract, too general. But it makes me really sad because I have all these insights that I really want to share about people, especially about my passion in health or psychology. I like to talk about these things, but I don't want people to feel like they're being like analyzed, or like we can't just be friends. Always have to like being analyzed like a project, or like when I point out things about people's health, people don't want to hear about it because it's not like scientifically proven. It's not like the consensus science. It's more like to pseudoscience, people would say. I'm really into naturopath and natural healing, living life naturally, because I want to live a healthy, long life. I don't really know why I want to live a healthy, long life. There are many reasons I can give, but I've always had that deep desire. But anyway, I feel I feel really different from people. I don't feel like I belong. And then even I would say I have close friends or a lot of friends, people would see that I'm very social, very extroverted. Yet I feel like I don't have deep connections with many of these people. Rarely do I feel heard or understood. And I feel like I have to hide a part of myself when I'm out in public. Only when I'm inside, indoors, and alone is when I feel like I could just be myself. I can finally relax, don't have to try so hard, don't have to prove anything to anyone. So life is very scary for me, very dissociating, and scared. I feel very minimized. But what can I do? Like, how else do I fit in? I work at, so I got laid off recently. I lost my job. I worked as a scientist for a number of years. And then the biotech pharmaceutical market has taken a rough hit lately. A lot of people lost their job, and I was part of it. Um, I I don't really like the field because it doesn't align with my values, my understanding of health. What I do like is the people there, and whenever I find a new company to work at, I get along with the people, and then I make it a big deal to get along and learn about my fellow colleagues. But I always have to hide a part of myself because of my ideals on health, because they go against these drugs, these medicine that people are making. So always feeling out of place, misplaced, displaced. And now that I lost my job, before I think I would have had felt depressed, having too much free time and then not knowing what to do with it, losing my community, not being able to connect with people anymore, and have to kind of like start over, look for a new community. But right now I don't feel depressed. I just feel lost, confused, but also kind of happy because I never really want to be in that field. And perhaps the universe finally listens and gave me this opportunity for me to introspect and look inward and really decide what I want to do. I'm always thinking, I'm always introspecting, but never doing anything with these ideas and insights. Like, too many ideas, but not enough action. Too much abstract, nothing concrete. Always planning, trying to get as many ideas as possible so that I can live a powerful life. But I'm not living, I'm just ideating. So I have friends who tell me I should write a book or I should blog. Even my mom says maybe I should do a video because I have all these ideas that I want to share to the world. And when I do share ideas to people, I don't think people want to listen because I sound very long-winded. And whenever I did try to journal or write something, I would just give up. But this is my first time making a video, and I don't know if you can tell, it's kind of hard to breathe because I feel really, really scared doing this. I'm not used to putting myself out there. Even with my close friends, I still hide a part of myself. And now, I don't know, maybe there'll be a lot of people watching this video, and that's scary to think about. But I'm scared. Well, But I'm tired, and I'm tired of being scared, and I'm tired of having to minimize myself, to put myself on the sidelines. I would really want to start living this life. And I think the best way to do it is just do it, just put myself out there. And so I make this video. It is so silly of me, so ridiculous, because all I have is this iPhone. I don't even have this thing to hold this iPhone or any lighting. And this phone is leaning against a tissue box. I feel such a noob, right? But at the same time, I do feel kind of proud of myself that I'm doing this. And then maybe I don't know what my future videos will look like, what this channel will evolve into. But let's just say this is my chance to present myself, to show who I am. I'm kind of excited what it would look like. Well, I have all these ideas. Maybe I can talk about health, psychology. Maybe I can talk about law, learning about law of commerce, about freedom. Maybe things I study about criminals, criminal minds, or just random things I do. Yeah. So if you're an INFJ and you are similar to me, you feel like you're constantly misunderstood, not heard, you're scared, maybe it's because you're not giving yourself more chances to speak up. And if you're too scared, you can practice. You can do what I'm doing, make a video. And I think this is great because I'm here alone. I'm just talking to this phone, even though I'll be uploading this video and then a lot of, or maybe no one will be watching, but at the least, you know, it's out there. It's good practice. I don't have to like go to people and talk about myself, talk about my ideas. People can come to me. They can click on this video. If they don't want to, they don't have to watch it. If they want to, they can continue watching more videos. The pressure is, there's no pressure. So, yeah, I thank you for watching this, and I'll see what other videos I'll make. Catch you all later.